PTSD isn't always obvious because it doesn't always look like fear. Sometimes it looks like anger. Sometimes it looks like withdrawal. Sometimes it looks like relentless productivity. These behaviors can seem unrelated, but they often grow from the same root. A nervous system that learned early on that the world is unsafe, unpredictable, and unforgiving. Here are the remaining 6 signs of complex PTSD. Patterns that often go unnoticed, even by the people living with them. The 7th sign is intense anger, especially toward yourself. You may lose your temper suddenly or harshly, and afterward feel ashamed or confused. But beneath the anger is terror. The outburst isn't about dominance, it's about panic. Your system believes catastrophe is imminent, and shouting feels like the only way to regain control. You may appear aggressive, but internally you feel defenseless. The 8th sign is paranoia, not the extreme kind portrayed in movies, but a constant expectation of hostility. You may assume others are judging you, waiting to humiliate or dismiss you. Social media can intensify this, drawing you toward examples of cruelty, ridicule, and public shaming. These moments feel like proof of what you already believe, that the world is random, harsh, and unsafe, just like it once was. The 9th sign is a powerful pull toward isolation. Other people feel exhausting, unpredictable, or dangerous. Being alone can feel like relief, even bliss. In certain moods, the idea of never having to see anyone again feels comforting. Isolation isn't about disliking people, it's about avoiding the emotional risk that connection represents. Just a quick reminder, if you like learning new things, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you enjoy this content. The 10th sign is a quiet wish to disappear. You may not think of yourself as suicidal, but life feels unbearably tiring. Existing feels like work. There are moments when you long for rest so deep, it resembles non-existence. This isn't a desire for death, it's a desire for peace from constant inner strain. The 11th sign is rigidity. Spontaneity feels threatening. You rely heavily on routines, control, and predictability. Sudden changes of plan can trigger intense anxiety, as if chaos is about to consume everything. Cleaning, organizing, and strict schedules become ways to keep danger at bay. Control feels like safety. The 12th sign is throwing yourself into work or achievement. Success becomes a shield. Money, recognition, prestige, these feel like they should finally bring safety. But they never do. No matter how much praise you receive, a single criticism can collapse everything. Rest, holidays, or retirement can feel especially frightening because without productivity, the old fears return. So what is the cure for complex PTSD? Healing begins with a difficult but necessary realization. Something genuinely painful happened, and it was never properly processed. Often, there was no stable, compassionate environment in which to do so. Many people were taught to be brave, to endure, to minimize their pain. Some grew up in outwardly successful families where emotional neglect went unnoticed. Research now shows that this kind of neglect can be just as damaging as overt abuse. The next step is compassion, especially toward the younger version of yourself. This can feel almost impossible, given how harsh your inner voice may be. But healing requires learning to see your symptoms not as failures, but as evidence of how hard you tried to survive. Support matters. Working with a therapist trained in trauma, particularly complex PTSD, can help you safely revisit and integrate what was once overwhelming. Trauma therapy is not about reliving pain endlessly. It's about finally offering understanding, validation, and care where none existed before. At its core, complex PTSD grows from an absence of love, and its healing follows the same path. Recovery means relearning how to direct compassion toward the person you were taught to despise, yourself. Slowly, gently, safety can be rebuilt, not outside, but within. If you found this video meaningful and interesting, drop a comment below and share your experience. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might find this content useful. And as always, thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time.